Gabby Gogbog was not a happy witch. In fact, she was downright furious. Her pointy hat was askew. Her cauldron bubbled dangerously. And why? Some old geezer had eaten her favourite shoes. Her shoes were gone. In their place sat a frail old man, licking his lips. Crumbs clung to his beard. Crumbs that looked suspiciously like her favourite leather boots. "You ate my shoes!" Gabby shrieked, her voice echoing through the tunnels. The old man burped, a tiny buckle flying out with a gust. Gabby fumed. This was going to be bad. She cracked her knuckles, her eyes narrowed. "Right then, you'll do," she muttered. No one, but no one, ate her shoes and lived to tell the tale. She grabbed her wand, a gnarled stick topped with a glowing ruby. Pointing it at the old man, she muttered a string of words. Words that would transform the shoe thief into a brand new pair of boots. A flash of green light filled the room. Smoke billowed. When the air cleared, the old man was gone. Vanished. She searched high and low. Not a shoelace, not a button, not even a stray sock to be found. Furious, she stomped her foot. The ground shook. This wasn't over, not by a long shot. The ground rumbled again. This time it wasn't Gabby's doing. It was something bigger, something angrier. With a deafening crack, the roof split open. London rushed towards her. Gabby found herself soaring through the air, propelled by her own rage. Below, the city stretched out like an uneven checkerboard, and Gabby Gogbog, scorned witch, was about to unleash her fury upon it. Big Ben loomed into view, as did the Houses of Parliament. Perfect. Gabby needed to vent, and those pompous politicians were just asking for it. A wicked grin spread across her face. Time to paint the town crazy. With a flick of her wand and a mischievous twinkle in her eye, she aimed for the grand building. A swirling vortex of purple energy shot from the ruby tip. It engulfed the Houses of Parliament in a blinding flash. The change was instant. Gone were the imposing stone walls and intricate carvings. In their place stood a mountain of plush. The Houses of Parliament were now beanie babies. Big Ben lay on its side, a giant squishy clock tower. Tiny embroidered eyes blinked in confusion. The windows of the houses glowed with rainbow colours. She cackled with glee. "Take that, you stuffy old building!" Section 5. Terror at 10 Downing Street. Her anger far from spent, Gabby set her sights on her next target. 10 Downing Street, the Prime Minister's residence. A prime location for, well, a bit more magical mayhem. She landed with a thump that rattled the teacups inside. The famous black door exploded inwards. Splintered wood rained down as Gabby strode into the hallowed halls. She had a bone to pick with the people in charge. After all, they were supposed to keep things in order. And that included stopping old men from eating witches' shoes. Panic ensued. Aides screamed and dove for cover under desks. Secretaries fainted dead away. Through the chaos, Gabby marched on. Someone was going to pay for her missing footwear. Section 6. Eric Pickles and the Rat Army. A gruff voice boomed, "Stop right there!" Out of the shadows stepped Eric Pickles, former Secretary of State for something or other. He glared, his face a mask of defiance. "You've caused enough trouble," he shouted. Pickles snapped his fingers. From the walls, from under the furniture, from the very air itself, poured a torrent of rats. Hundreds of them, teeth bared, eyes gleaming menacingly. Laughter echoed through the room. "Rats! That's your defence!" With a flick of a wand, Eric Pickles found himself transformed. He stood there, speechless, round and white. He was now a very surprised boiled egg. The rats, momentarily confused, promptly abandoned their mission and scurried off to find some cheese. Section 7. The Ultimatum. Gabby continued her march, finally reaching the cabinet room. There, seated at the head of a long table, was Keir Starmer, the current Prime Minister. He looked up from a stack of papers, his expression a mixture of annoyance and resignation. "Look," he sighed, pinching the bridge of his nose. "I've heard about the Parliament thing. The Beanie Babies are... well, let's just say it's causing quite a stir. What do you want?" Gabby pointed her wand at him. "I want my shoes back, and I want the man who ate them." Starmer raised an eyebrow. "I assure you we haven't seen your shoes, or any elderly men who might have eaten them." Gabby narrowed her eyes. "Don't play coy with me. Find him or I'll turn you into a chocolate chair and all of London into shoes." Section 8. A Desperate Call. Starmer's shoulders slumped. "Look, I haven't seen hide nor hair of your shoes. But..." He reached for the phone, a bead of sweat trickling down his temple. "There's someone who might be able to help." Gabby tapped her foot impatiently. And who might that be? Starmer dialed a number. Jacob Rees-Mogg, he said grimly. He owes me a favour. Gabby crossed her arms. Rees-Mogg? He better be good. Time's ticking, Prime Minister. Section 9. To be continued. The phone rang and rang. Gabby watched, tapping her foot impatiently. Outside, the chaos continued. The beanie baby houses of Parliament were drawing quite the crowd. Finally, a sleepy voice answered. Yes, Prime Minister? It's terribly late, you know. What is it this time? Starmer spoke in hushed tones, explaining the situation. Gabby, unable to hear, grew more and more impatient. She paced the room, her wand leaving trails of sparks in its wake. This better be good. Rees-Mogg's voice crackled over the line. A witch, you say, and a missing old man? Intriguing. Tell me, Prime Minister, did you mention shoes? Gabby Gogbog's magical mayhem had only just begun.